I've had a pretty unique experience in my life, full of some of the highest highs and lowest lows. Growing up, I was super loved by my family, but I still dealt with issues at home and in my environment that oftentimes left me feeling pretty alone. Around the age of 13, I figured out that if I could just succeed at everything I ever wanted to do, then I could get a level of admiration, success, and value that no one could ever take away from me. It was like my trump card for anybody that doubted me or denied me love. I could always prove that I didn't need them, that their opinion didn't even matter because I could just point to my success. I'm better than you. So I dedicated myself to being the best at everything. I created an identity with so much momentum and determination towards that goal that energetically, there was almost no way that it wasn't going to manifest. And it did. In high school, I was that guy that was number 1 and number 2 in the state in almost everything I did. I had the 4.0 GPA, got accepted into multiple Ivy League schools with full scholarships, started my first 6-figure business while I was still in college, managing the digital careers of platinum artists like John Legend, Ludacris, Chingy, E40, and dozens more. Then I moved to LA with a 6-figure business and connections to the high life. Invited to every exclusive party, rubbing elbows with millionaires, and then started my new company, Speaker, that pretty much pioneered the influencer marketing space. And Speaker grew fast. From a $10,000 investment to $1.8 million in revenue in 18 months, it became the 79th fastest growing company in the nation. We made and raised more than $35 million. Got nearly every top client in the world from Microsoft to Samsung to Pepsi to Coca-Cola and funded the careers of more than 80,000 of the world's most influential people. I felt like a golden boy that couldn't fail. Then the millionaires turned to billionaires. The +1 invites became personal invites. I had a mansion with one of my investors where we threw some of the dopest parties in Hollywood. Got all the attention I ever wanted, felt super confident in getting any girl, was laughing off $40 million offers to acquire my company.
Shout out to Speaker.
Absolutely love the team.
I love working with Speaker.
I love Speaker.
And I love working with Speaker, and I'm really excited.
We love you, Speaker.
And then one day, everything changed. And I went from sitting in Facebook's offices to discuss acquiring my company with Mark Zuckerberg in the next room, to months later, almost losing all the money I had, draining every dime into the company, trying to save it from one of the most fluke financial mishaps that I could have ever imagined. And for the first time, I wasn't winning. And as I started to come to grips with my reality, I asked myself one simple question. Who am I if I'm no longer Marco Hansel, the successful CEO of Speaker? And at that moment, I realized that for the past 2 decades, I hadn't really invested into anything other than the identity of this winner. This question was the first of many, and as I began unfolding my life, I started to understand so much more about my motivations, the choices I made, and how the same decisions that I made that led to the downfall of my company showed up in every area of my life, not in a good way. I had spent a life so busy chasing my own success that I became too busy for my family, too busy for my friends, too busy for myself. So I decided for the first time to put my success on the back burner and truly focus on my journey, the creator's journey. I left my company, attended a leadership retreat, and in focusing on myself, I found that I was really good at supporting others. I began coaching strangers, my friends, my family, teenagers, and I realized that I had a wealth of experience and knowledge, and that the same superpowers that allowed me to become so good at business were the same ones I could use to truly master the understanding of the human journey. I found a level of happiness that I never thought was possible. I found a love of my life and a sense of contentment about being the brokest I had ever been in over 2 decades. I had a newfound sense of connection to myself and everyone around me that I never knew was possible, and a sense of agency in my life that truly made me feel like I could manifest anything I wanted. But this time without rules or limitations, and not coming from a space of needing to prove myself to others. I embraced the fact that I was good enough just the way I am, and that there was nothing I could truly do in my life to ever be a better or worse person, that my only job was to continue to do my best at painting the picture of whatever life I desired to create. And just like when you have exciting news that you want to share with your friends, I thought this was so necessary for me to share with the world. Coming from a place of having achieved so many of the material things that people strive for in life, and bringing awareness to the fact that it wasn't until I lost all of those things that I truly gained back my life. To help prevent someone else from falling into the 20-year rabbit hole that I did. Now I live in a perpetual state of abundance in all areas, connected to everything, seeking opportunities to enjoy my life while supporting so many others to create harmony in their lives as well. And this is my mission that I've decided to pursue. Not for recognition or financial success, but literally for spiritual abundance and overall life satisfaction. If I can contribute to supporting just one person every day and freeing themselves from the stories and identities that are chaining them to a less than stellar life, then I feel like my spirit will continue to be as full and as satisfied as humanly possible.